Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Are you on the extremist end when it comes to personal hygiene, or are you just where it's non-existent? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Sweetpoptart07. My name is Jada, and today we are going to be talking about the extreme ends of overconsumption when it comes to hygiene and the non-extreme end where you're just 30. This is a two-part video, so today we're going to talk about the extreme ends of overconsumption hygiene, and yeah. And I would like to say thank you guys so much for the support on my last video. I talked about rage bait does not excuse racism, and I know that's a topic like people are a little touchy about, because when you mention racism, I feel like it takes things to a different level, or at least people take things to a different level. So yeah, that was a little worrisome, but I'm glad everything came out nice. Thank you guys so much for your support. It means so much. And a lot of feedback I received was like, I'm too quiet. So hopefully filming with headphones, so it'll improve my audio, because I know. So yeah. Thank you guys so much. Anyways, let's dive into the topics of today's video. Could you guys tell I woke up from a nap? Because I literally did my full face, then I fell asleep. I fell asleep. I have opinions, but if you guys didn't know, there's always like discourse about what you should be doing hygiene wise. Like a lot of people have their do's and a lot of people have their don'ts. And I feel like in both videos we're just going to talk about we're going to just talk about what both extremes consist of, and maybe later we could make a pros and cons list to each. I feel like there's more cons than pros, so but I don't know. That'd be an interesting list to make. And before we get started talking about the over-consuming, and I just want to reassure everybody that, like, from the videos today, I don't want anybody to feel inadequate because you see all these products and you're thinking like, oh, you got a Bath and Body Works shop in there? No, you don't need to own a whole store in for your hygiene products to smell good. Like, obviously people could smell good with a bottle of soap, a good lotion, deodorant, their toothbrush, and a perfume, a body spray, like, or they only need a body spray, you need a scented lotion. Like, there's so many ways you could smell good without having a 50-step routine. Like, I don't know why it's so normalized in society, but it is. So just remember, you are perfectly fine. Do not compare yourself to these influencers who are showing you everything you need, their hygiene must-haves, because at the end of the day, influencers are modern days like salesperson. Like, we get it from our house. Like, they're trying to sell us a lifestyle and a product. So just never feel inadequate. And yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so especially growing up, I don't recall like my mom like shoving like 50 products in my face to make me smell good. Like, your parents were like, wash yourself, put on deodorant, brush your teeth, do all this, and you smell good. Like, smell like soap was a flex. Like, I when someone told me I smelled like my soap, I was like, but in the modern day, with overconsumption being the main thing we see on the media and stuff, and humans do, it's kind of hard to think that we could stay minimal to smell good. But again, as I said earlier, remember, the people who are convincing us that having a few products for hygiene and self-care isn't normal is the influencers and brands. And again, they're just trying to make a profit off of us, because us engaging, and then us even like, it's rage baiting if you see someone with a 25-step routine, because it's like, why do you need that? But either way, engagement, views, clicking on their Amazon storefront, purchasing, or just searching up the product, like all that puts money in their pocket. and it works out better for them. So remember, influencers are always trying to sell you a lifestyle and such. So and brands. So keep that in mind throughout the video. And just to narrow and emphasize on my point, influencers and brands are just trying to sell you a product, a lifestyle, ethical or not. Like influencers have to make money. And even if some influencers aren't selling you everything, a lot of what they're showing you is that they're trying to sell you something like in a nice way. Because I know like a lot of YouTubers who like verify the products, like they're not going to accept every brand deal or and stuff to make a buck, but still at the end of the day, in some aspects, they're still trying to sell your product and a lifestyle. And we've definitely seen a shift in things, especially like how serious people get with over consuming, speaking about that, because I feel like we as a society like normalized it, which shouldn't be normalized. One, because like obviously there's people calling this out, like this is outrageous. Like when we saw people brawling in the stores for the Stanley Cups, like that was outrageous. But still, oh girl, get your Stanley. Like we see it. It's like it's still somewhat normalized because you like behaviors like this. The only time I would see people brawling or hear about people brawling was on Black Friday. Like people fist fight over it's a $2 TV. I would too, but it's a $45 cup, and I have a Stanley myself, but it's a $45 cup. I'm not gonna brawl in the middle of the store just for a cup. So I feel like as a society, we need to like think about it. Like all these behaviors, especially over consumerism, it's not normal. It's not normal. It's not healthy for us or the environment. Anyways, I have two creators as an example to show products they are advertising or recommend to people and things like that. So let's go take a look. Okay, so our first suspect is Self-Care Beauty with 3 Ys. Self-Care Beauty seems like an account that showcases abundance of the latest bathroom hygiene products, such as soaps, body scrubs, and more. This account seems to be aimed at as a promotional tool for shower products, but it still feeds into the stigma that if you don't have all these soaps and potions, then you won't even feel or just even be clean enough. So I did some looky, and a lot of the products that this account showcases is in their Amazon storefront, which makes me believe this is like an advertisement for all, like the account is basically an advertisement for all self-care and body care products, just showing them off and like showing them off and using them. But I feel like what's harmful about this account too is how they're displayed. Like in the bathroom, why do I see like 50 color-coded soap? Like it's so satisfying. But I see like a lot of soaps in the shower, a lot of like soaps.
I'm Self-Care Beauty. Of course, I have my own personal store of body care products in my shower. I'm Self-Care Beauty. Of course, I have LED lights in my shower. I'm Self-Care Beauty. Of course, I spend hours watching my favorite movies, shows, and TikToks in the shower. I'm Self-Care Beauty. Of course, I have an endless amount of body care products, but only one shampoo and conditioner. I'm Self-Care Beauty. Of course, I'm always stocked with Dove bar soaps because they're the best. I'm Self-Care Beauty. Of course, I have silicone body scrubbers in every color, shape, and size. I'm Self-Care Beauty. Of course, I have more than one shower tool. I'm Self-Care Beauty. Of course, some days I can't decide what products to use. I'm Self-Care Beauty. Of course, extra products I have and don't use go to my friends and family. I'm Self-Care Beauty. Of course, I spend thousands on body care products. I'm Self-Care Beauty. Of course, you can come over and use whatever you want. Your turn.
Like, it's like, oh, you're using all that? Like, it makes me think, like, oh, that's what she has. And I'm the type of person, like, seeing anything self-care, that's what gets me. Like, I see this stuff because I've seen something like that before in the past. And I was like, when I'm older, I want a whole soap wall in my shower. Where am I going to shower at? That's too much soap. I feel like you're going to be a little cluttered, and it just makes me feel a little, But, too, like, That's unethical. Why am I getting all that soap? I don't know if soap has expiration dates or something, but it could expire. It's just sitting there. Like, I'm not using that soap until I'm 80. Like, all the stock I see in like influencer household and the houses, like that could last years, years. And I'm just sitting here like, I know it's a part of a brand. I know this is how you make your money, but what benefit does it? What are you benefiting just by having this stuff there? Like, I know you're not gonna. Are you just gonna use a different soap? Well, obviously, probably use a different soap every shower, but like, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's weird to have that much stuff sitting around. And I'm definitely in my new era, like where I want to kind of declutter a lot of my bathroom products because I just can't stand it. I'm the type of girly who will have stuff all over the sink, but it's still like it's very irritating to me in like the sense of like I can't see what I'm doing. It's like overwhelming. Like don't people ever get overwhelmed too? Like I don't know. This is my opinion and my opinion only, but I feel like it's overwhelming. It's useless, it's pointless, and I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And seeing like speaking of the products just being stacked there all cutely, I noticed like even with like influencers routines, influencers do try to glorify their routines, like try to make it seem like they're better than, like, how do I say it, better than what they are. Like they try to add all these cool things, but is the average Joe taking a shower like that? No. And even on the everything shower days, it's like it's hard work. I don't think I'm taking a shower like that ever, unless like someone sets it up for me. I'm not doing that. I'm speaking for myself though. I'm not doing that, and I feel like other people wouldn't do that, but who knows? Who knows? Because like a lot of times, this like not even a lot of times, this is true. Influencers are their own brand, so they have to make everything look top tier for people to want to go out and buy it. Because this again ties into them wanting to sell you a lifestyle. Are we realistically going to do these things that they're showing us? Are we realistically going to use 50 different soaps in one day? No. No, we are not. And I find that harmful. Like nobody ever stops to say like, hey, nobody's ever like, hey, this is unrealistic. And then a lot of times influencers are like, I do this. And I mean, you are, but how do I say this? Like, you do it, but like, I know dang well they would not do this if they were an influencer. Like, I get it, it's their job, but then also the realistic factor, I don't know, it just and then with self-care beauty with 3 Ys account, you realize like everything being shown is a freaking ad. It's in the Amazon storefront, and that drives me into something I can't stand anymore. And I feel like it's because I've been conditioned. I've kind of rewired the way I think because I watch a lot of YouTubers who talk about this, but there's a lot of TikTokers just doing, like, as I said, everything's an ad or everything's an undisclosed ad. So a influencer could be showing you a product like, oh, I really like this soap. No, you don't. It was either gifted to you. It's either an ad where you just put #partner all the way at the bottom. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. How do I know you're being honest? I can't tell. I take things at face value, and this is something I struggle with, but I always check the little descriptions now. Like, oh, partner. Girl, like it's irritating because nobody's doing things the correct way, and that way people don't know if you're being genuine or disingenuous, and they're buying a product and it turns out it's actually booty cheeks, and you're like, oh, it's so good, but no, girl, your coins were, your wallet was just getting filled, excuse me, like. And I feel like you can't enjoy just simple content anymore without everything being an ad. And it's okay. Maybe get your bag, but at least disclose it. Like, I don't care. And don't make unless it's like the videos or the whole video has to be, don't make the whole thing about the product. Like, off topic, but on topic, the bloom. Like, why am I watching? I love one of my favorite. I love this influencer. I'm not naming who, but she had a Bloom ad, and she had a can of just the can of Bloom in front of her while she was doing something else, and I was like, not you too. Not you too. The Bloom epidemic got to like half of the majority of the influencers I follow, and now I'm just like, guys, I can't do this anymore. I can't. Anyways, we're gonna look at Emily Lullamay's post. She's an influencer, and I saw this when I searched up what I was searching up. And basically it's a slideshow of photos that's her hygiene right now. And taking a look at this, I don't know, maybe it's because I feel overwhelmed. But it just feels like a lot of products. Like, it feels like a lot. And personally, I feel like I ain't shat after looking at these products. I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. And I don't know, because I am also different, and people I still feel like something's wrong. Like, I just feel it. I just feel it. Also, what's with everybody saying you need a dry brush? Is dry brushing that tea? Because like, through my research, definitely not a pro researcher, but through my research, every single video, even Jackie Ina, I love Jackie Ina. I've been following for a long time. It's like dry brush, dry brush, dry brush. Is dry brushing that tea? Because I heard it like irritates skin, and I have sensitive skin, so I don't know. But there's just so many products, and like, I guess it's like, I feel like it's her routine, get it? Like, that's your routine, you go do what you want. But there's just still that touch of over consumerism, that touch of like, I don't know, unrealistic, but I don't know, because it's her routine and she's just showing. But then but then it's also her somewhat recommending these products. For example, in the body oils section, she was like, these smell so yummy, these will get you a BF trust. Yeah, I feel like we're gonna see eye to eye. Like, something's wrong. Something's wrong with this. And like, again, in the body oil section, why are there so many body oils? Did we really need that? I use one I use two, but I not like that. But like, for necessity wise, I use one body oil, and that's still, body oil is like an optional thing. But I guess it's her routine, so I can't like exactly clock her tea. But still, the subtle like recommendations to these products just makes me feel icky, because it's so much. Actually, if I count every single product in each slide, let's see how many, and then I could do the math, but I really don't want to calculate how much it costs, guys. I really don't. Okay, y'all, I counted 75 products. Nobody uses 75 products in their hygiene routine. I am putting money out there. I am putting, like, nobody's realistically using 75 products. Like, I could count my toothpaste and all, like every little toothbrush, tongue scraper, everything, and I will not get up to 75 products. There's something about that is so outlandish that I cannot put into words. Like, why are we saying like, yeah, I use 75 products. This is how I smell good. This is my hygiene. And why are you making recommendations on each photo slide? Like, something's fishy. And I feel like there's a little bit of disingenuousness here, because also I noticed like influencers tend to glaze products to get a future sponsorship. Because if you talk up a product, obviously the brand's going to notice and want to sponsor you. So I feel like you got to watch out for that too, because influencers also like to glaze. So keep that in mind. Anyways, about Emily Lullamay, I feel like, I mean, it's her hygiene. I can't be like, oh, ugh. But it's very unrealistic. And at the end of the day, after looking at it before counting it, I feel like counting it made me get knocked in the head. But I felt like a POS. Like, am I doing something wrong? Why don't I have all this hygiene stuff? Like, why? Where is my hygiene routine? But at the end of the day, I do have one and it works. Y'all, I don't walk around the street stanky. Clean breath, clean body, clean glam. Like, and it's still, I still don't use over 75 products, girl. Like, if I actually took the time to count out every little thing I use frequently, it would be under. And okay, I should stop being all talk and count it out. So I will. This is I'm about to go to bed me, not any not normal me. So anyways, we are going to look at my hygiene products that I use currently, and we're going to start with body, like shower, teeth, face, and yeah. So we're going to do that now. Okay. So here's my dailies. And I feel like this is a really good amount considering this is head to toe, baby. Like head to toe. So first we're going to start off with shower. I use the Dove Sensitive Skin. I have eczema. Really helps out. Really good for everything. Like this could be one and done, but it's not. I also use the Cetaphil Facial Cleanser for body care. It helps in the more intimate regions, just so people don't break out or whatever. Okay, next for shower, that's pretty much it for my everyday shower routine. Next for body after shower, I use the EOS little lotion. I love it. It smells good. I feel soft. Awesome. I use deodorant Dove because y'all can't be musty, especially now that it's almost summer. Like y'all be and if you were musty in the winter, you got issues. Next for mouthwash, I use TheraBreath. I used to use this, but I haven't got it in a long time. But now I finally have it. I love it. It helps really maintain the longevity of your breath for a long time, unlike Listerine. That's just my opinion. This is my go-to. And I'm not trying to convince you to go out and get anything. I'm just saying. This is what I use, and this is why. I also use Pro Enamel Sensodyne because I have sensitive teeth. I remember my teeth would get so irritated. Like, I can't even describe it. Like, when I feel like pain in the teeth or discomfort in the teeth is just different breed. Like, turn off the lights, turn off the cameras. And then for facial care, I use the Anua. I have like 5-ish like cleansers in total, but I do not use all 5 of them at once at all. Like I interchange them. But lately I've been using the green leaf, whatever, Anua heart leaf, and since I've been wearing makeup, I use the e.l.f. Usually I use the oil cleanser and this, but since I use the e.l.f., I always use an oil cleanser and then I use a cleanser, like a non-oil based cleanser. I just wash it. And also I learned to use this. You slather it on, but then you use water to emulsify it, which cleans your face. Like, I thought you just needed to add another cleanser. I was a hot mess. And then I either use my, let me go get it, actually. I usually use this. But there's like, I'm scraping from nothing. So I also use the Cetaphil cleanser just to slather on my face. It's not my preferred moisturizer, but I use it. And then I forgot these two. This is like my other skin, but this is mainly for morning because I only put this on in the morning. I use the Glow Recipes Dewdrops, very nice smelling, very moisturizing. And I use the e.l.f. Well Glow because skin cancer, girl, she don't play. So yeah, and those are my necessities, I say. Okay, so I have to record this fast because my phone already died and it's about to die again. Okay, so optional things. I always use a body scrub. I like the Dove ones, but here's the one I just used today. Just to exfoliate, like especially under my underarms to make sure no dead skin. Don't being musty is a crime. Also, this is like, I don't use these as much. I feel like I could dispose of these. But exfoliating gloves, just, and again, it's literally this. I was influenced on exfoliating gloves, and I liked them at the time, but now I have my exfoliants. Then lastly, baby oil. I like to put body oils on, and I did that today. Put body oils, just get me nice and soft, and yeah, that is my shower routine or my hygiene routine. And y'all, some of these recommendations, like I noticed like a lot of people's hygiene routines or their recommendations, they're just out there again, outlandish. Like nobody needs like a different like 50 cents for each little section of your day. Like and everything being an ad is like or like somehow like I don't know, everything just recommending a lot of products is outrageous because even my girlies on Pinterest, someone got y'all too. Someone got y'all too. Even the Pinterest hygiene routines are crazy. And I'm like, girl, girl. Anyways, so we're gonna go into the next segment of my video. What do non-influencers think? I have a list that I printed from Google AI Overview. And basically, Google AI Overview, because I was like, what's a good hygiene routine? Okay. Miss Google says this. A good hygiene routine can be built with a core set of products, including soap, shampoo, toothpaste, floss, and deodorant, with an additional items like body wash, conditioner, and hand sanitizer as needed. I'm iffy about the hand sanitizer, but let's talk about this. So Google breaks down the Google breaks down the hygiene routine. So it's so hot. Okay, whatever. Google breaks down the hygiene routine. So we say soap for washing your body, hands, and face. So your soap for body, hand soap and face soap. Shampoo to wash your hair. Toothpaste for brushing your teeth twice a day. Dental floss to clean between your teeth and remove plaque. And then deodorant or antiperspirant so you ain't stanky. You ain't musty. Now, optional products. Let's talk about this. Body wash, an alternative to soap. So, okay, I feel like soap is body wash, but I know it's two different things. But when you say soap, I think of body wash because it mentioned for washing your body, hands, and face. I think of body wash, face wash, and hand soap. So I don't know. And Google says conditioner to help maintain healthy and hydrated hair. Okay, I feel like conditioner shouldn't be optional also, but yeah, mouthwash isn't optional, but yeah, mouthwash isn't optional. Hand sanitizer, I wouldn't put hand sanitizer on right after I get out the shower, so we're just going to ignore hand sanitizer. Nail clippers, clean nails are important, so I guess, but nobody thinks about that when they think about self-care. Bath sponge or loofah. Girl, this isn't optional. You need a loofah, washcloth, a loofah and a washcloth. Because some of y'all just try to let it slide with just a loofah. No, you need a washcloth too. And there's going to be no debates about this. You need a washcloth. I don't know. You're washing with your hands or the bar. So take your leave. Take your leave. Okay, next, face wash. Again, I felt like that fell in the category with soap. So now I'm gonna show y'all the stuff I use in my personal hygiene routine. These are things that I use only. And yeah, I like them. I use them. And it's my stuff. That's my stuff. So just come peep it. And again, it's not like an outrageous amount of things. So yeah. And from previous videos on my channel, I felt like I had a very a very deformed way of thinking. That's the best word I can think of right now, of how to like show my hygiene routines. I thought I would have to show products after product. Like I thought like not showing enough would be horrible, but whatever works for me is best, and I don't have to show everything out on the rainbow to show my products, girl. And yeah, I feel like a lot of like people now, like it's like common to show a lot of products because I feel like it's like a superiority complex. The more products you have, the better. Like it's not, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I just kind of yapped about how I felt about hygiene and overconsumerism, and yeah, and don't forget this is a 2-part series, so check back in next Sunday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's like 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because everybody use EST, but what about PST? What about PST? And don't forget to check back in to see the opposite side of the spectrum, because I did go on Reddit and they had a thread where it's like, what's the worst hygiene you've seen? Boop. And or the hygienist cultural videos, y'all, I can't. You ever just said something, like read something and you're just like, that was me. Anyways, thank you guys so much for your support again on the last video. It means so much to me. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, comment down below what you'd like to see next, and tune into the next one. I'll catch you guys.